So what we have to do is make it less tough and less sinewy. And the way we do this is by trimming it down slowly along the lines of meat. It's layered, so you go one layer after the other. Take out the fat in between and the sinews and the skins, and eventually we're going to have a layer of meat only, and we'll get rid of all those pieces that make it tough and make it chewy.
You talked about this sort of renaissance of these boutique butchery shops only. As a job, as a craft, really, do you think there is more and more people getting into it?
Yes. What's happened is more and more people, because everything is public driven, or consumer driven. If the consumers want it, then it's saleable, you know. And through the food scares of the 80s and 90s and even going up into the noughties, people, the general public, the consumers, got more and more aware of what they wanted to eat. Okay, can I just stop in a second?
Yeah.
I'm going to take this piece of skin off here and I'll explain why. Years ago, at different times of year, the skin gets quite tough and it's quite chewy. It doesn't cook out, you know. So you either leave it on the side of your plate, or you kind of chew away at it, and it's not very nice. Yeah. So we take it out. With the younger lamb,
experience.
It will disintegrate and it eats easily, and it's a little more tricky to take off anyway. But we're going to do it so we can show you. Now the other thing to know is that historically, going back, it's way before any of us were born, lamb skin would have been the first kind of style of parchment paper. When taken off and dried, it becomes very hard, and it would have been a form of paper.
Okay.
Now we have to remember that, again, historically, there weren't abattoirs and,
put it to charge now.
Local farmers markets.
Charge.
Lambs or sheep could have been walked hundreds of miles from a farm to a market. They would have been more scrawny. By the time they arrived, they'd have been tired, tougher. And this is the skin off this piece of saddle, but we can take the skin off more and more of a lamb. And when that dries, that becomes tough, and it's good for lots of other things. Of course, in the world of beef, it becomes leather. So that's really what we're up against.
Sorry,
I don't want any fat inside, so I'm just going to trim it a little bit back. What was we talking about? Oh, butcher shops.
Yeah, butcher shops.
So the whole industry died a little bit through the. I suppose if you're a Londoner or if you're just southern based, you might remember Dewhurst and places like that.
Yeah.
And they lost their way. They weren't doing a particularly good job. Times changed. We had all the food scares, and they didn't survive. We had maybe a 10 to 20 year wilderness. Yeah. Okay.
He's got it out again.
Because I'm going to wrap this up, I want to make it nice and even, so that when I roll this, all of the saddle will have as much meat throughout the whole thing.
But you're quite canny, aren't you? Because you don't limit yourself to butchery, but you also teach people.
Okay. We have, we run butchery classes from our shop. We do meat the sausage, meat the steak, meat the lamb, meat the bird. So we have classes every month.
Classes.
And they're very popular. People come along, they debone their pork, they make their sausage meat, we put the sausage through the machine, they take them home. Some people come, they break down the whole lamb. We do the same thing as we're doing here. So yes, we do that as well.
But you're also doing a little bit with the
barbecues.
The strings.
More recently we signed up with Weather Barbecues, or they signed up with us. They wanted a grill academy where they can teach their customers how to use the barbecues properly.
Oh, that's good.
And yes, we signed up with them. So we use our garden. We have a very pretty garden at Meat N16 in Stoke Newington. And we use the garden. Okay, I've prepared this now. I'm coming back to this. I'll explain to you as we go along. Okay? Yes, so we use that garden for the barbecue. The people come along, we show them how to use their barbecues properly. So this is the other side of the saddle, and I can compare it quite differently. The Weber courses are not ours. If you want to, if you're interested in learning how to use your barbecue properly, you can go onto the Weber. Do you know Weber? They're an American company, and you can go onto their website, and they run the courses. They're very good.
And we've got some information about your courses here as well.
That's very good.
Shall we finish it, please?
Embarrassed us. We forgot to bring the leaflets today.
That's all right.
You got there's a lovely little fly.
Yeah.
Seems to be happy.
Friendly.